So we are coming off the back of our first ever True Sim win. This is fantastic, and now we have to try and go back to back. That is the only natural follow-up. So we head to Mauna Golf Club in Hawaii here, playing off the back tees, pin 1. High winds out of the southwest, but we're going soft, and moderate on the greens. So high winds are going to be tough. We're going to be tested, but the greens should hopefully be receiving. So if we can dial in our shots to a good number, hopefully be sticking it close and leaving ourselves the ability to hopefully score. Make sure the starter announces you as True Sim Tour winner. Yeah, well, you gotta do like the now driving Colby T, or what you have to go through and be like, Champions Tournament winner, Colby T now driving. Something along that line, I think, is how it goes. Okay, so the question becomes, and I don't think with these trees here that we're gonna be able to drive over the corner, yeah. As much as I would like to, because you could probably run it down to something pretty short. I think we're gonna end up taking probably like 3 wood off the tee. Maybe with a little bit of shape here and just get it down in the fairway, get ourselves with the line around the corner and go from there. From New Jersey? No, I'm never from New Jersey. I'm from Pennsylvania. Stop putting me in New Jersey. All right. First approach of the day. We're coming uphill into the wind, so this is definitely gonna put some strain on my shot selection. Because I think if we go up to 9-iron, I have to think that, it's like 8 up, so that'd be 157. Around 156, 155, and then 12-mile-an-hour wind. It's only in the high 40s, or the low 40s rather. So it might be that we give this 9-iron a little bit of loft and some spin. I don't want to put too much on it, but I think if we shape it just ever so nicely, we should be able to give ourselves a little. Well, slow push, but come on, wind, do your thing. That'll play. That'll absolutely play. How did Gamer mess that up, map? I'm not really certain. I think he just thought that M and I were from the same place for some reason. So suddenly I became from New Jersey. All right, from what I can tell, well, that's the thing. What can I tell? It kind of looks right to left at the hole. At my feet, I'm not certain, because from here it looks below my feet. From the other, it looks above. Which normally that means that this is a bit flatter. .134s. I think I'm just gonna hit it firm and hope that I can hit center cup. Okay. Come out of New Jersey to Delaware. Damn. Hey, what's going on, Not? Two-ish hour break in your schedule to go home on Mondays. First class starts at 11:30 and your last one is in person at 7 to 10 p.m. Please tell me that that's just the 7 to 10. When you've got a 3-hour class like that, it's just once a week though, right? Downhill, downwind. This might be a little bit long, and it might be a little bit much to try and shoot this gap, but if we can get it down there, we're gonna leave ourselves with a pretty nice shot. So I'm gonna try for it. We'll see where we can end up. Ah, we slowed it. Slow and pull, so we're gonna end up in this bunker. That carried even further though. Like, I think if we hit that the way that we were intending to, we're probably running out the back of the green. Back to back, we gotta try, Hemo. We gotta try, right? Oh, that's severely right to left. By back to back, you mean another 4 seasons? Why do you gotta be like that, Wayne? Why can't we go back to back? Probably because it took us so long to go the first time. Yeah, maybe back to back, like, yeah, 2 seasons without, then a win. Yeah, so maybe by like the 4th or 5th season we'll get another one. Maybe, just maybe. I did play for a little bit more little bit further carry on it, but we can still make birdie here. That's the nice thing with that being drivable. Just have to make sure that on something like this, we're playing enough break. It's 134s. But it should still break, I would think. So that's kind of where we have to... Because it's slower greens, but it's got quite a bit of slope to it. I gotta play. Okay, I shoulda trusted where I had it. Good to know. Did not break as much. So I get in my head. Sometimes that happens, right? You try and make something 240 yards into the wind. Okay, so back to previous conversation about things that I hate in par 3s. This is it. Also, I'm so sorry, Map, that I didn't take a look. I'm realizing. Now I said after that hole. You forgot about it? All right, well, that makes 2 of us. That's actually really, really good. This hole exists for the shock factor. The wind fortunately ends up being nice. You know, we're able to sit it down a little bit. You call it resort course nonsense? Step up to the tee and just suddenly you're like, oh my god, I have to hit it that... I would probably hit 0 clubs on... Like, my driver would maybe make this par 3 if I was playing off the back tees. There's a reason I don't. Your grandpa played this once? He did not make it over? It's probably how it is for most people. Also, what's going on, Doctor? How we doing? Ben, welcome back. Okay, what I need to see is just how far off does it go behind. It's downhill, it's not nothing crazy. So I think we can probably play it. I want to hit it to like there, right? This is my finish point. So hit it somewhere around here. Then it's sloping right to left, but honestly it doesn't seem all that bad. Like it just seems, oops, it just seems oddly, I don't know, it's just like a little bit the whole way. So let's just leave it here. There we go. Okay, so making some putt reads. Obviously, we didn't trust ourselves on the second hole, but trusted ourselves there and making a putt. So it's 2 under through 3 is always a really nice start on True Sim. Chicken quesadilla? Ooh, sounds tasty. Sounds tasty. Even a boss fight on finish Evo, yeah, I feel you, man. That's one of those, like, it's really, really tough when you don't want to stop, and that, but it is, the benefit is that a lot of times, at least for me, like, when you sleep on it, you come back the next day and, like, make pretty quick work. Pulled it left a little. Dang, definitely cut that one back into the wind and lost out quite a bit more. Fighting a boss for 30 minutes is almost disrespectful. Well, it's always funny though when you fight it for like hours and hours and hours and you like can't quite get the job done, and then you sleep on it and you beat it like second try the next day and you're like, oh. Okay. Okay, so we're uphill and it's pretty flat behind, so I think we can pretty well trust what we're looking at here. I think it's ever so slightly left to right. Like fairly straight, but also little bit of movement, something like here. There was a little bit more. Tried to convince myself that it was flatter in the middle, or that break was gonna just not happen as much. I don't think I would have ever put it outside the hole enough though. Dodging won't help. I know, as soon as he said that, I was like, okay, so he's gonna make this way more difficult than he needs to. Because why wouldn't he? Okay, it said it's uphill 75 feet. Obviously, T-box perspective here, just a little bit funky. So that still says uphill 58 feet, and my brain is not comprehending that. It just doesn't seem right. I mean, I guess it has to be, but if I full shape this 270, 280, and then that uphill puts us back to the front, I don't know, man. Am I that dumb? That pin is back there. I am looking at this and I don't understand how it's uphill above my head by that much. Even if I go down low, I'm not seeing it. Like, let's take a look at our... Is our putter view gonna make it seem mega uphill? It's not, is it? Oh yeah, we're just gonna send it. This is like a zero trust thing. I mean, sure enough, we are short, and I would have had to have overpowered it. But it just, I don't understand why that looks the way that it does. I really don't. Nothing about that screams. Nothing about that screams 58 feet uphill. But I'm sure it's just like a really long fairway thing. Because from here you can kind of see that it's more downhill, but it looks completely flat otherwise. So, lesson, always trust the number. Always trust the numbers. On moderates, can you get there? That's kind of the question. I feel like it doesn't want to get there on moderates, but the pitching wedge just seems too aggressive. Maybe with a little bit of backspin, we can send the pitching wedge chip out there. Oh, I could have just hit it stock, okay. Well, you live and you learn. Definitely was a little bit in between clubs there. Like, if I take my flop shot, I'm long. I don't really know what lies beyond, so I don't want to go long if I don't have to. I'm sensing like a little bit of left to right. It's like fairly flat. I'm just gonna put it left edge. Okay. Not the most conventional way to play that par 5. There are probably smarter and better ways to do it, but a birdie is a birdie. It says drivable. My brain is telling me that it's not really all that drivable, but I really want it to be. I like really want it to be drivable. 275, you got tailing wind. So what, shape it, full backspin it, and then hit it like a little over power and just watch it drive the green. Well, that's a little bit more than driving the green. Ooh, we stayed up. We stayed up. If there's... That seems a little bit dicey. That seems way downhill. Yeah, okay, so coming from this angle, is a little bit of a mistake. But we got aggressive. When it releases, Doctor, I'll play it for sure. I don't know if I'll play it right on release. It'll depend on what I've got going on and how much time I've got. But I would indeed like to play it, yes. All right. gonna play this very much so on the side of caution. So the fast is kind of scary. The fast is kind of scary there. Now, the other thing that's scary is that, you know, if you miss this putt, you could definitely lose it. But I feel like we just hit it firm and move on. Okay. Thanks, Chupacabra. Yeah, that's just play full brakes on it, know that it's downhill, and just try and leave yourself a little bit to roll out, but kind of trust that you can get it to sit. Okay, so with this man, this is tough. Some of these holes, like, this is an uphill shot, right? So I think we're carrying this about pin high. So I gotta try and loft it a bit. It's soft, but it's still gonna roll because it's a 4-iron. I slowed that and pushed. Ugly. Backed out of that swing for some reason. All right. Created some trouble. Created some trouble. Downhill to the right. What does danger look like behind? Oh, it actually is pretty flat out there, so at least we have that. So right to left, we're on a little bit of a pitch slope here. Definitely have to give it the shape. Probably want to put the brakes on it. We still know it's gonna roll out. Right to left. Something like here. All right. I mean, that's just... It's actually a little bit uphill. I thought it was flat, so we end up a little bit short here. Which is certainly not ideal. Now, we've had a putt similar to this before. And it didn't quite break. So I have to keep that in mind as I take a look at this. Oh, okay. Using that previous knowledge, we missed a birdie putt, and with that exact same kind of read, we make a par save. So, thank you, Sean. 10 to 14% pitches. You're right. It's a lot of learning that I have not done. And probably will not do. Oh, come on. Stay in the fairway. Excellent. Okay. It's soft, but like, you still never know. Driver with the tailwind is always a scary thing. Hard to hit below 10, so it can only miss long? True, but I guess it depends, right? Like, do I want to be missing long there? I mean, long always has a chance, but... Alright, I'm gonna hit it stock. We're gonna land a few yards short. Hopefully it does roll a little bit for us. I hit it 102 though. It's carrying too far. Let's see how this rolls. Okay, so it would have rolled through anyway. It would have rolled through anyway. And welcome back, Al. Thank you for the luck. Putter fittings, does putt weight make any difference if you don't use vibration? It does, because it changes, like if you had the meter, it makes the white a touch larger and the gray a little bit larger on both sides, so yeah, it does, vibration doesn't matter in that. You traded in all your putter fittings? You don't use them anymore? I have my putter fitted, but I trade away the rest of them. I put it on high weight, and then you know, putt path doesn't really mean anything. It feels fairly flat, so I'm gonna hit it as such. Whoa. Well, when it's flat at the end and flat in the beginning, but it breaks like crazy in the middle, I mean, there's not much that I can do about that. It's very hard to see everything. I don't know. I can only go off of what my eyes see, so. Alright, I don't think I want to put myself into pitch territory, so I'm gonna have to... I think 3-wood off the tee will be the best bet. Archthron's mod for DS3? I haven't, no. The last stuff I had heard, the only stuff I really know is anything about Convergence mod, and I know Convergence mod is done on Dark Souls 3 and they're doing stuff for Elden Ring now. But even that I only know a very little bit. Alright, come on, little lob wedge. Little lob wedge down and in. Pulled it. End over hit it. That's unfortunate. Assets from the other games too? Yeah, I'll take a look at that after stream. Sounds pretty cool. Okay, so what? That's like most of the downhill at the start, and then there's still... Why does it only say 3 inches? That feels like way more. It's definitely like left to right funnel at the end. I mean, I guess it's not as much downhill at the end. It's certainly getting left to right vibes on it. Feels like the whole thing just kind of is a bowl. So what, you hit this out over, and that probably just keeps on Beating you somewhere like here. Using the greensman shot, yeah. Greensman. I should have trusted it a little bit more. Little bit flatter down in that final spot. Okay, so 5 under through 9. I mean, at this pace, though, we're looking at if we can replicate 5 under again. Looking at double digits and having some sort of a lead to kick this tournament off. Obviously, we would like nothing more than to have more strokes than that. But yeah, it's unfortunate because I wish the stats meant more. I wish that there was more of a trade-off on things, but at least for my play style and on master swing and stuff, a lot of the stats are really more so catered towards the miss rather than like when you hit it perfect, there's not enough benefit. They fix 95% very slow slop. It's very slow flops. So what is that? What does that mean? How do they behave now? All right, so if we take this shot out here, 7-iron's gonna need a little bit of lofting, I think, in order to sit. Ball's a touch below the feet, but we've got wind bringing it back. I think this will be fine. Getting the pull on these swings now, which is giving me just that much more tailwind. Not good, not good, not good. Yeah, that 4-yard shot, so like how far does it go now? Right to left. How much distance do we have here? It's like 10, 11 yards to get it to the green. 17 to the hole. Completely underhit it. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Definitely not ideal. Right to left breaker. We'll just have to make this one. It's gonna go low. The par 5. The par 5 stings. Can't fix it all, can they? No, there's always gonna be ways to exploit it, Sean. There are always going to be ways to exploit it, that's for sure. The only way would be to like make everything that's like a mishit just thin it and like sail so there's no control, so to speak. That would be the only like counterplay. But even then, somehow, some way, I feel like that would be exploited as well. Mod looks really cool, Doctor. Yeah, I haven't really played mods for the Souls games, surprisingly. Like, item randomizer is pretty much the only one that I've ever played. Alright, take it easy, man. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Always good to see you. I really think if I took 6-iron there, I'm short. I'm like right in between clubs. One is like carries at the flag and the other is definitely won't get up there. That's a nice rollback. It's definitely a nice rollback, and maybe if we can sink a putt here, that'd be pretty gnarly. We have a few, probably like 2-3 feet here before it falls off down the hill. So I think we can hit it on the line that we want. All right, I think we have a right to left. I think we have a right to left ridge we've gotta worry about. Held on a little bit more at the top. Held on a little bit more at the top. It's tough. I mean, you've got longer putts that you got to make, and they're not easy ones by any stretch of the imagination. Okay. So if we drive this down here, our full shots haven't been great. But it's kind of that thing, like, do we think we can... Do we think we can get it down to a good number? I think we can? Oh, how does that hook so much? Alright, well... Apparently we're driving it down green side, which is maybe not the worst thing. Hey, what's going on, hey cat? How we doing today? Maybe I know we're out of the rough here, but maybe the chip shot is not the worst thing. Fairly flat in here. Feel like I'm seeing a little bit of right to left, if anything. Uphill lie. 25 yards. It's gonna come out 5 yards short at best. Probably more than that, and then out of the... Up 4 feet. I'm gonna give it some backspin and then hit it, I think, stock. Push slowed it. Would like to be better than 10 feet, but, you know, sometimes that's just how it goes. All right, little right to lefter up the hill. Feels like there's actually a bit at my feet. It's kind of like it jumps through, gets on line, and then goes straight to the hole. Alright, so we were able to make it work on the front 9, but back 9 starting to show its teeth. I mean, there's also a fair bit of me messing things up. You know, gotta shoulder the blame where shouldering the blame is due. But certainly not easy. Certainly not easy at all. All right, uphill, wind's playing in. I feel like this is one that I always underplay the D-loft, so I'm gonna hit it just a little bit more. Okay. Touche. Touche. Definitely overhit my power though, but we're going long regardless. Okay, so I'm getting the feeling of a little right to left at the start. And the feeling of a little bit left to right at the end. So the question becomes, in between, what do we got? And I think the left to right is gonna start as it comes over this little like ridge line here. So like less than half the putt. Less than half the putt is gonna be right to left. More on the way back. Well, we've gone, sometimes that's how it goes. You see everything just right. Maybe I gotta start playing less break. Maybe I need to just play that a little bit straighter and try and slam it home. I mean, it did end up drifting, I think, a little bit out to the left, so probably just starts one way and then that's that. All right, come on, wedge. You gotta... Oh, that's on a lie. Let's see the practice swing to see how we feel about that. See, that is the exact same type of shot that I like really de-lofted last time and I set it completely over. And I de-lofted a little bit and I'm way short this time. So there has to be some slight difference in those wins, and I obviously mistaked the first one for being something like this one. So while we continue to be uphill behind this putt, so I think it's okay to take the aggressive line. All right, not really getting a good read from there. Fairly flat, and then we get right to left up the hill. All right. man, we're just getting them all wrong. Like, the amount of break it's way more on one and I play it under, and then it's way less on another and I play it. That's just how the game goes. That's just how the game goes sometimes. You know, last week we were top putter. You know, we won. So there's definitely a whole lot of correlation that can be done between the putting and the end result. And right now we're not putting, so touche. We're so in between clubs, but I think I have to take the hybrid. Yeah, especially the pin being more in the front here, and it's uphill. The par threes have been tough. The par threes have been very, very tough here. Uphill like this is gonna put us into the upper 220s. Yes, we're into a headwind, but it's also uphill, so I think we've got to play some loft and some backspin and hope that that's enough to knock it down a little bit. Why 98%ed it and slowed it? It gives us pin high. A little bit of release towards the hole. It's something. It's definitely something. I mean, a sunken putt from range would be pretty nice at this point in time. Like, look at that. That looks like it's severely left to right. I mean, here it looks a little bit flatter up there, but this one camera angle just makes it look like crazy slope. So I feel like with that information, I should trust that it's going to break pretty hard. Oh, come on. Why you gotta do me like that? Why does it have to look so severe and then it ends up just like staying so straight over the top? I will not understand. I will not understand at all. How's it going, Rackham? Welcome. Your second go round at TGC True Sim, gauging amount of break is still really tricky. It gets a little bit easier, but it's definitely still just always a tough thing. It's a lot of educated guesswork. And the biggest thing for scoring is just get it closer and hope that you can, you know, smash it home is really what it comes down to. Soft moderate, so it's not going to release enough, is it? Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Oh, it is! Okay. Well, hello to you, too. Well, hello to you, too. Can't miss a putt if you never putt, do we? Exactly. Exactly. Let's take it out of play. The less you putt, the better. Alright, well. Unfortunately, with this hole, you're not making it into. I mean, we'll turn this ball over a little bit. I mean, maybe if you overpower it with like a heavy draw. Nah. Still 326 in here. Best you could get is like 270 something on the carry. But actually, that being said, like, you get it down here and you're pretty much in flop territory, so I don't see why we shouldn't go for it. I like flops. Flops have been good to me, and if not, it's a long chip. I guess the only reason you don't go for it is if you hit a swing like that. Fortunately, it's into the wind and we get away with it, but... Alright. It's steep greenside here, so... I definitely did leave myself a tougher shot. But, and more but. It's a little backspin on the gap wedge flop. Actually probably could have hit that one to be a stock shot. Okay. Well, after a big dry spell, we get 3 and 2 holes. I'd like to see a little more action out of the. I'd like to see a little more action out of the front half of that back nine, but yeah, we'll take the scores where we can get them for sure. Okay, so it's 66 feet down. I'm just kind of factoring into this because it's gonna matter on the approach shot. I think we've got to take 3 wood because I think if I go driver, I'm gonna be on a number that I don't really love. So I think if we go 3 wood out here, we should at least be a little bit more online for a full wedge shot. Not that my full wedges have been really anything to be too thrilled about, because we've been having these little bits of headwind that have been really throwing my brain for a loop. I'm gonna give it just a little take a little bit of the spin off of it, rather. Maybe we won't lose as much yardage that way. No, see, like, this is what I don't get. Why is that so much on a wedge? Is it because it's a gap wedge? Is that what I'm failing to recognize? Is that just the gap wedge, it plays so much more? Shame that. Real shame that. Okay, the only thing to really check here is, like, it looks like it's a bit uphill, so probably don't wanna play anything too crazy. Probably don't want to play anything too crazy on the spin front. Just hit the power. Hit the tempo. Let it roll on up. All right, so we're in the clubhouse, tied for the lead. You know, after the way that the front nine went, I was hoping for a little bit more out of it, but can't complain too much. We will obviously take a look and see later on in the week here, and by the time this video goes on YouTube, we'll hopefully have a better understanding. of just how good or bad that first round is, but hopefully it's enough to hold in with whatever the lead ends up being.